The night was unusually dark and cold, wrapping the city in an oppressive blanket of shadow as I navigated the dimly lit streets with a delivery bag in tow. With the chilling wind biting at my exposed skin, I adjusted my cap, urging my bike to push through the inky blackness. The order on my screen directed me to an old part of town, where buildings, worn and weary, whispered tales of yesteryears. As I approached the specified address, the looming structure before me exuded an aura of abandonment, its windows like vacant eyes staring into the void. Hesitation flickered within me, yet duty compelled my feet forward, taking careful steps towards the heavy wooden door. The nameplate was faded, the letters barely discernible under layers of time and neglect. With a deep breath, I knocked, the sound reverberating through the silent night like a distant drum. I waited, counting the seconds that ticked away with agonizing slowness. Then, without warning, the door creaked open, revealing the yawning darkness within. I called out, announcing my presence and the purpose of my visit, but no response came. Only the whispers of the ancient building greeted me, murmurs of secrets and memories long forgotten. I stood at the threshold for a moment, hesitation tangling with the chilling sense of obligation towards my delivery duties. With a degree of trepidation, I stepped inside, the ambient light from the street barely penetrating the deep gloom of the interior. "Hello?" My voice was swallowed by the encompassing silence, leaving behind an after-echo that seemed to reverberate through the empty corridors of the house. With careful steps, I proceeded inward, eyes straining to discern shapes and forms within the shadows. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, the unseen walls around me bearing the invisible weight of years of neglect. My footsteps sounded unusually loud, breaking the pervasive silence with awkward, disjointed rhythms. As I moved further into the depths of the house, a shape caught my eye. Squinting in the dim light, I approached cautiously, my senses alert to the strange atmosphere permeating the surroundings. Upon closer inspection, the form materialized into a figure, seated against the wall with head lolling forward, concealing its face. My heart skipped a beat, a cold dread washing over me as I realized the truth. The figure was lifeless, the spark of vitality long extinguished, leaving behind an empty shell cradled by the arms of the ancient building. My breath hitched, frozen in my throat as I backed away, the delivery bag forgotten by my side. The oppressive silence seemed to close in around me, bearing the weight of the invisible eyes watching from the shadows. With trembling hands, I fumbled for my phone, dialing the emergency number with numb fingers. As I whispered the situation to the operator on the other end, the shadows around me seemed to stir, shifting and undulating like the currents of a dark, unseen ocean. The wait for help felt interminable, the minutes stretching into small eternities under the gaze of the vacant windows and the silent, lifeless figure. When the distant wail of sirens finally pierced the night, it sounded like music to my ears, a lifeline thrown across the churning seas of fear and uncertainty. I left that place a changed person. Who called me there? Why? These questions would linger in my mind for years to come, and I may never come to terms with what they really mean.